Good day. One of the most important lessons I think we have to learn in life is that we really don't have a lot of control. We can only change ourselves. We really can't change anybody else. I discovered a novel that really speaks to this. It's entitled The Emperor of Gladness. It's by a Vietnamese man, Ocean Vuong. It's one of the most gifted writers in America today. He describes his novel as being about kindness without hope. Not the kindness that expects a return, not the kindness that believes everything will work out, but the kindness that shows up anyway, in the dark, when there's no guarantee of anything resulting. The novel follows a young Vietnamese American man by the name of Hao, struggling with addiction, who forms an unlikely friendship with an elderly woman named Grazina, a Lithuanian immigrant living alone at the edges of society. Neither of them have much of anything. And yet between them, something extraordinary happens. There's a tenderness, there's a loyalty, there's a kind of love that has no name in our very transactional culture. The author, this Vietnamese man, is not Catholic, but he has been described as being very sacramental in that he finds grace in the broken. He sees in the relationship between a young addict and an old immigrant woman something that looks very much like what the church calls, and Pope Francis has often called, accompaniment. The whole idea that we're saying you're not alone and that you are not nothing, you are something. So think of a person in our lives who is struggling. We might not know, or we might know what they should be doing, but they just can't. The family member lost in addiction, the elderly neighbor disappearing into silence, the young person who has already decided they're beyond repair. We may not be able to fix anything. We may have no hope in the practical sense, but we can show up. We can be for someone the face of God, who is simply present with them, showing them that they're not alone, that even in their lostness, they have worth. As Jesus says, they're worth more than many sparrows. Sometimes that's all we can do, but that's what Christ calls us to. Accompaniment, kindness without hope, letting it be known that no matter what they are not abandoned. Sometimes that's all we can do. Grace gives us that ability to do that. Have a peaceful week.